Trying to get another picture there from the back, but maybe I can already start. So my name is Aleksi, and with me is Aleksi also. He's trying to get his microphone.
My name is also Alex.
And we're a 5-member team. However, we're the two only fresh enough people who slept yesterday, so we can present. And okay, so our application and service is Otamap.
Toimiks tää? Hyvä, yes.
And our vision is, I'll maybe start with a story so to explain why we did this project. So I started my semester this year. It's my 4th year in Aalto University. I had to go to a room which I didn't know where it was. It was a code like this. I have no idea where this is, and it was a course with 24 people, and if I weren't in time in the lecture, I would drop out because it's so popular. So then I look around, it's late, and I ask a cleaning lady, where is this room? And she tells me, okay, then I go there. Fine, everything ends well. But it doesn't have to be like this. So our user base is quite big. It's over 1,500 new freshmen, mainly in Otaniemi, and that could use our application. So the basic idea is that you don't know where your class is. You take our application, it's on a phone probably, you put where you are, where you want to go, and then, and then you just can see this 3D model that takes you to the location. And it also, we have inside spaces now, so you can navigate inside buildings. So it's quite easy to get where you are, you get your class, and you're a happy student. So enter virtual reality. We take Journey Planner, the Journey Planner API. We get information about routing, then we put it in the Unreal Engine 4 and get this 3D route. And then we can show it in our application. And now maybe we can show first our concept demo. So we have this phone application. We start it up, and first we mark where we want to go, where we start. So we can type it out, for example. We type something, okay, we are here, or then we can use our GPS location. But then we had this vision, somebody came to us and suggested like markerless recognition. So you take a picture and it compares to the 3D data of the area and looks up where you are.
For example, when you are inside and don't have, you are not allowed to use the GPS.
Yeah. That's good for inside spaces. So then you want to go somewhere. So here we thought, of course, you can type out the room name. Okay, that's quite hard how to remember it. So maybe you could have like QR codes in printouts or stuff like this, or QR codes in maps, so you could easily get the location. So then you would go inside the map. Here we have used Google Maps for demonstration, but you can scroll here, go forward, go backward, look for landmarks, look for things like roads and buildings.
Basically, it will be a video, but these Google Maps pictures are only for demonstration.
Yes. So maybe then we can go to our Unreal project. So here we have done an actual application. We can see the map of Otaniemi here. And then when we jump inside, we can load the map and route data from the Journey Planner. So maybe we start here at Design Factory and want to go to the TF building, Taffa, to eat some spaghetti. So here we go forward and we can look, oh, there are all these buildings in Otaniemi, and now I have to turn left and so on. And now this is an automated scrolling, but in the application you could probably with your hand go forward and backwards, so kind of like backspace and so on. So you keep like track where you are. So maybe we take another route, now we want to do some coding, we go to Maarintalo. So we again download the information from the internet and then we start going. And here you have information about an underpass. So maybe if we get 3D data about the route, we could also implement that. Like where are underpasses, how do I get under this road and stuff like that. Okay, so that is basically our technical concept. Further development. Of course, we have things like accuracy. So how accurate does this has to be? Because people don't like to look around. They want to be accurate. You'd always take the shortest path. even if it's just a little bit shorter. So you have to take into account different doors and different buildings. Okay, now I have to go to this different door, and then our application has to understand this concept and work around it. Okay, visions. So we have this one group that we want to start with, students, but of course another group, tourists. You come into another country, you have never been to this city, you don't know anything. So a visual, easy way to like show where to go, how do I find Emma in Espoo or something like this. It could be a good application, could be also on the web. It's easy to export from your Unreal Engine to many platforms. So that would be a good application. And also we have things like markerless tracking, marker tracking. We haven't implemented that yet, but there are like technologies that are rising, so we could use them. And also there are many existing indoor applications. And then lastly, I think there could be integration. So integrate to other services, like find restaurants, find culture places, stuff like that. Here's our team. Thank you for your time. That's about it. Yes, questions, please.
How good is the route creation in Unreal Engine, and why did you choose that?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
When you create the routes from point A to B with Unreal Engine, how good is that in practice, and why?
Well, what you see, it was done in real time, so that is probably like the accuracy you can get to. And there could be some optimizations that it looks more like the actual environment with textures and so on, but this is probably like the level of where you can go.
Perhaps with additional markup you can refine it.
Yeah. Of course. Yes?
And my question is another invitation, of course, as we are in the middle of planning to make a campus application where the navigation is one part of that. And also now, as the campus is going to be under construction very much of so also need to help, we need to find ways to help people to find places. So I hope we can discuss later about this as well.
Yes, for sure.
Any other questions?
Okay, here's one.
How exactly is the 3D navigation solve the room code? I don't see.
So then we would, here you're right, we only showed the outside navigation, but then now that we have inside 3D maps, so then you could go inside and we could do routing inside the building, and it would similarly show inside the building. Now you turn left, now you turn right, and so on. Or did you ask that?
So we cannot use, of course, the Reittiopas, the API which Reittiopas offers us. It's only for navigation outside, but
yes.
We will still use that outside and use different system when we go inside buildings.
And there were some IFC models provided. Some of them have like room information, so that could be used, for example.
Excuse me. I was actually speaking with you yesterday about the markerless tracking.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
So we were talking because the models actually can include the data about the rooms also. So you can put the numbers of the rooms also inside the BIM models about the buildings. So we were discussing about those options.
Yes,
if you
exactly.
could combine those through the models and get the augmented reality to guide you to a correct position. I hope this perhaps might answer a bit.
Yes, thank you.
Hi. So in the application, the users have to basically click their way through the Unreal world, right? Why don't you use GPS tracking for that? I mean, that's one less thing that people then need to worry about, right? To click and update their actual position.
It's true.
This was only demonstration, but when the point of the application we're making is like it makes you to be familiar with the route. So before you even start working, you see the video in some seconds. You use 10 first seconds or 5 seconds and it will tell you the route. And you don't have to, it's not a navigator.
Yeah.
Navigator, it's like a pathfinder.
And if I can quickly jump here, then also that could be one option that, for example, outside you use GPS, but in inside maps where also we need to develop this, then you can't really use GPS, so then it would probably use this kind of forward and backward thing.
Thanks.
These are so simple routes here in Otaniemi when you're walking that you don't need any navigation. You just want to know where it is and how to walk there.